Everyone knows Rimuru is strong, but few people understand how absurd the scale of power he reaches in the final stages of the story is. The question almost no one dares to ask is simple, and at the same time terrifying. How close does Rimuru really get to omnipotence? Prepare yourself, because the answer is far more extreme than you imagine. First, we need to understand something. True omnipotence doesn't exist in fiction, and no character can be considered literally omnipotent. But Rimuru comes dangerously close to something approaching that. At the end of the series, Rimuru is not just a strong slime. He becomes a transcendental entity, with a set of abilities that completely surpass any physical, magical, or conceptual limit that existed in the world. To begin with, Rimuru reaches a level where his body ceases to be matter and becomes a kind of digital life, capable of existing in virtually any layer of reality. He doesn't need a physical form. He doesn't need energy. He doesn't need time. Rimuru simply is. And that already puts him on a level that most anime universes don't even have the structure to support. Now, let's talk about what really matters. His powers at the end of the series. Rimuru masters concepts such as existence and non-existence, soul and reincarnation, controlling, copying, and evolving infinite abilities, manipulating possibilities, recreating entire phenomena from scratch, and even influencing metaphysical structures above his own multiverse. That alone would place Rimuru among the most dangerous beings in all of modern fiction. But it goes even further. The truly frightening part is his ability to access information and phenomena in higher layers of reality, including the multiverse created by Veldanava, who is not just a god, but the very divine will that originated everything. Rimuru, at this stage, is not far from achieving the same conceptual mastery that the creator of the multiverse possessed. In other words, he is just a few steps away from the absolute pinnacle of Tensura's cosmology. And that pinnacle is the closest to omnipotence that the series allows to exist. So, where does Rimuru stand in this ranking? Let's simplify. He has completely surpassed any physical limit. He has mastered universal and metaphysical laws. He has even surpassed transcendent entities. And he has reached level 1A in many analysis systems. This means that Rimuru is far beyond multiversal. He is a conceptual being, capable of manipulating entire realities, layers of existence, and entire cosmic systems. He is not omnipotent, but he is dangerously close to the maximum a character can achieve before entering that territory. So, how close is Rimuru to omnipotence at the end of the series? Close enough to be considered one of the most powerful beings ever written in an isekai. Close enough to surpass virtually any other anime universe. And close enough to make even the greatest gods tremble at the mere mention of his name. Rimuru Tempest isn't just strong. He is the very boundary between the possible and the impossible.